Let's do one more shuffle. Spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Virgo's highest good. How is Virgo feeling in this first week of September 2025 with regards to when they're thinking about or dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Virgo's feeling, first of all, please. What's this? Ooh, okay. Now we've got the 6 of Cups reversed with the 8 of Pentacles upright. The 6 of Cups, let's look at them separately. The 6 of Cups upright is a soul bond, a soul tie. It's the one that we've been in an established relationship with. We now view them, you know, as high as family. The fact that's reversed says to me something's been exposed as not being a true soul connection. Like, you know, we fell in love and we thought it was our forever person, then it turns out not to be. The 8 of Pentacles is about growth, expansion, it's increments of time, money, and energy. You know, this person working, they've got their tools, they're working really, really hard to grow and expand and improve. I don't know if you don't want to work on something anymore because you realise it's not a soul connection, or something wasn't working and so you've turned to focus on work. There's a soul, yeah, there's like a serious connection that's just not gone the way that we wanted it to. It's not true love, it's not lasting love, or it's expired. And I think we're focusing on work now, or it's like working on ourselves generally. Yeah, I think you might have come out of, let's see what else comes out. Yeah, it's the end of a cycle. I was going to say, I think you might have come out of a relationship, but then I was like, well, why isn't the 8 of Cups there? Do you know what I mean? Like, but with the Death card, it's like we're leaving a situation behind that just wasn't, you know, the contract's expired, it's done. We're not soulmates anymore. We're not in a soul bond anymore. Like, not necessarily anyone's fault, you know, not necessarily anyone's fault. Sometimes things appear to be working and growing for a while, and then it's like, oh, you know, like this isn't really how I thought it was going to be, or like, what's this? I'm going to count that one that flipped up and flipped back. Ooh, look at this. Knight of Cups with the High Priestess reversed. This is a lot of water energy. We've got the card of Pisces, the High Priestess. Is about being able to see what's coming, anticipating problems, trying to work out what's ahead. You're using your intuition and your gut. Now, the Knight of Cups is like romance, heavy romance, like Romeo and Juliet, romantic. Like, I've just started dating someone, or there's someone that I'm now aware of, and I really feel like I could fall for them, or I have fallen for them. It's like, you are so special to me. Like, I need to tell you, I need to express this to you. I only want you. Like, I don't want you to be anyone else's. Like, this is someone that wants to like lock it down. Do you know what I mean? So much water here, so much emotion. A lot of cups here. A lot of, I mean, we've got Scorpionic energy. We've got Pisces energy. It's not really like you, Virgo, to be like that, you know? You're determined to grow and expand, close out a cycle, and still continue to be romantic, to express your feelings towards others that you feel are very, very special, to a person that you feel is very, very special. But I don't know if Virgos are highly reflective, like your symbol is the Hermit, and that's about the answers lying within you. It's deep soul searching. You know that statue, The Thinker, by Auguste Rodin, like deep contemplation, very, very reflective, sapiosexual, you know, you're the most reflective sign. I wonder if you're blindly going towards people or you're scared of doing that. You're scared of like approaching someone, you know, like, and like maybe you're not able to foresee. That would make sense. That would make sense because why would we have a soulmate card reversed? When you were working on it, you weren't walking away, and yet you're having to close out a cycle. And now it's like we're approaching someone new. But it's like being conscious of the fact that we could be doing this naively, you know. It makes me think of Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes in like that modern version of Romeo and Juliet. Is it Roman Polanski or someone that did it? Like, is it a foolish love? Am I being foolish? Like, I don't want to be made a fool of. Virgos don't forget, you know, they don't play, like, and they can be vengeful as well. Let's see who comes out for you. I think you're ready for new, but you like got, you know, bit of a side eye or like, bit like, just don't want to be played. The Hanged Man. I've not had that card for ages, you know. The Hanged Man is someone putting themselves in suspense. They're not making any moves. They're turning themselves upside down so they can see things from a different perspective. It's being very open-minded, trying to be careful, trying to think things through before taking action. You know, maybe I'm coming at this wrong. Maybe I need to see where other people are coming from. Is there another way? Like, problem solving, very open-minded, nice energy. King of Swords reversed and the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Ooh. Right, King of Swords upright is someone of integrity, someone very like honest, truthful, loves to serve the community, acts of service as a love language. It's very Aquarian energy. It's air, you know, like Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Thoughts and communications are represented with swords. When it's reversed, you could be cutting someone off. There could be a loss of money or lasting generational wealth, a failure to achieve it, or withdrawing money from, you know, what's already become lasting generational wealth, like withdrawing savings, dividing assets, having to put down a deposit on our own place because we're going through divorce. I would take this as a family card because usually the Ten of Pentacles is achieved by two people putting money together, you know, money, time and energy over many years and creating something so stable where there's money for their children, money for their children's children. When Pentacles cards are reversed, there's a loss of money, or we're withdrawing, you know, because we're dividing assets or undoing something that was achieved. So there could be divorce here. Someone's considering divorcing and like removing assets, dividing assets, removing savings, withdrawing savings. But they've had a good old think about it. You know, it's not being done on a whim. Let's get one more for them. Could be the person that you were dealing with. Doesn't have to be. Could be someone that you're manifesting in. I don't think you wanted the end, but I think you've accepted the end, you know, like a while ago. And yeah, the timeline seems a bit off. Like this could be someone that's going through their own thing, but they were like having a good old think about it before coming out of it. I don't know. Let's see. See what comes out next for them. Okay, they really don't want drama. This person that's considering coming out of a long-term, you know, family situation where there's houses, there's cars, there's pensions, there's savings, you know, pets, children. They've thought about it a lot because they don't want to be rash. And they definitely don't want drama. This is a drama card. It's internal conflict of emotion or external conflict of emotion with others. And it's reversed. So it's like, I don't want drama. Like, please don't. You know, so they're not going to do this and cause drama or they want to try to do it amicably or, you know, in the most humane way possible. Like, they don't want drama. Or they don't want to do something that they're going to regret and have mixed emotions about. Okay, so they want to avoid regrets, they want to avoid drama, whichever it is. I mean, if you're thinking about divorce, then the likelihood is it's something that you are going to go ahead with, you know. Eventually, it's probably just timing. And then, oh, this is interesting. Deception, strategy, a lack of emotion being expressed, you know, feeling like not enough was cultivated, heartbreak. Now, I'm going to take that as their energy, I think. Because I just feel like you closed out the cycle a while ago and now you're in a dreamy romantic mood. Almost reckless, you know, like dangerously dreamy, like delusional. And then this person, that I'm saying that because of these ones, you know, where it's like you're over it, but it was, you know, it was gutting, but you're over it, you closed out the cycle, and now you're like just like blindly optimistic about love, which, you know, is like a nice vibe to be in, but this doesn't seem like your vibe. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think this is them. I think they're actually devastated to be leaving a connection, but they just don't feel like enough was achieved. They feel like something was really done that was really like not fair. You know, something deceptive, or they're having to like keep this idea to themselves for a while. Whatever it is, I think, you know, it's still hard even if you're the one that's triggering it or asking for a divorce. It's hard on everyone. It isn't like a walk in the park. It's very, very stressful. You know, you obviously get married with good intentions. Most people, you know, unless you're a toxic person, you get married with good intention, and to achieve lasting generational wealth is an achievement, and you can't say that because you're not keeping it all together and keeping that wealth in one place and living under one roof anymore doesn't mean that you don't deserve some of that wealth. Doesn't mean that you don't deserve some peace, some space, some privacy, you know, to live authentically happy. You can have wealth and assets, but if you're not in love with the person anymore, you know, you're not in love anymore, the contract's expired, and it doesn't mean that you didn't work hard for many years. Yeah, it just means that the contract's done now. Like, I just don't, don't authentically, I wouldn't be being honest if I said I was like really happy, like being in this situation, like living under one roof anymore, and that's okay. It's not, people don't have to be happy about it, but they do need to accept it. We can't make people be with us. It's not our place to force people to do anything in this life. You want people to work hard in your business, motivate them. If you want someone to stay married to you, treat them nicely, show them respect, be communicative, be tactile, be careful with the emotions. If you want someone to be your friend, like, you can only have that friendship as long as they're enjoying it and they're happy to be in it. If they decide to do one, you can't make them be with you. You can't go and like tie them up and make them be with you. Like, we all have to accept that relationships, friendships, working relationships are transient, contracts are transient. We can't force anything. It was good while it lasted. Do you know what I mean? You can have a damn good innings, and then people will turn around and be like, well, it doesn't count anymore. And I used to be like that, but I'm not now. Oh, well, it might as well all be shit because it's done with now. Might as well be like it never happened. No, that's not fair. Like, that's not fair. The Hermit reversed. It's your major arcana, but it's reversed. I don't think that's you, though. I think it's them. I think this person's unhealed. Like, if you look at what they've been through, they're going through divorce and they're just heartbroken. They don't want the drama, like... Let's get one more, because they were a combination and that was by itself. Okay. The Chariot reversed. Okay, so there's no forward movement with this at the moment. Even if you decide that there's someone that you've got your eye on that you like, they're not emotionally available. And if this is your person, you've accepted the ending and you're ready to love again. To a point where you're like in a dreamy kind of energy, like delusional, it's gone to like fantasy land, which is fine. We're allowed to hope, but yeah, because this could be like your ex, couldn't it, showing up in here? But it could be someone new that is divorcing and they're not ready. Let's get a time in as if they're the new person. When will this happen if this is the new person that's being manifested in, that's currently going through divorce? February. Okay, so I'm gonna clarify and then I'll run and get my dinner and I'll come back on. Why has this person got the Five of Wands reversed, the King of Swords reversed, the Ten of Pentacles reversed? Why are they divorcing? Unpredictable. Never know what they'll do. Unreliable life wire. Controlling. Someone's had a right temper. They've been very controlling and there's too much drama. Way too much drama. Right, this come out sideways, so I'll read both. Fluttering heart, your passion leads you to the love that you desire. magnetic fate, attraction sparks pursuit, guiding souls on a journey to their destined union. Oh my God, just in time for Valentine's Day. This person's getting a divorce, right? They thought about it a lot, but they decided that they're doing it. And, they're sick of the drama, they're sick of the control. Someone's being very domineering, very dramatic. They could be physically violent, which happens to men and women. They could be emotionally manipulative. This person done, they're just like, I need out, So that's how you'll know who it is. You're all up in your feels. You might know who this is, but if you don't, it's coming together in February, guys, and it's destined. Reaching your goal. Okay, pay attention to signs and synchronicities. The synchronicities you have been noticing are not coincidences. Reaching your goal, everything you want from this connection will manifest in the near future. Nice. Very, very nice. Oh my God, look. Divine Feminine. The frequency of Divine Feminine supports our receptive, nurturing and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly. Helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. Oh my God, beautiful. Kindness. What if being kind to yourself really could change everything? I think that's for them, They're looking after their own physical and emotional well-being, their own financial well-being, because you get financial abuse as well. They're all methods of control. What someone says to you, how they control you with money, how they control, your physical actions, like, hitting you, like telling you that you're this, you're that, like, terrible things happen to people. People put up with this kind of stuff for many years as well, because they don't feel confident to leave, or they worry about the kids. It's frightening. Let's get some positive affirmations. Being kind to yourself really could change everything. I feel and love life. It drives me forward. I am actively pursuing my dreams. I will speak them out loud and make them happen. I choose to dream bigger, unlocking new levels of freedom in my life. Oh my God, that's absolute tea. I am grateful for the many blessings in my life. She's gonna yell in like 3 seconds. I need to go. No. Optimism. After each rainstorm, there will be clear skies. Love it. I absolutely love that for you, Virgo. All right, take care. Please give the reading a like, share, subscribe, hype me, support the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm going to go and get my dinner, and I'll come back on to do the next three signs, okay?